Hello, Leo. How are you? This is your reading. Okay, Leo. Okay. So, sorry. I'm just going to clear the energy really quick. Okay. So when I was doing my meditation before the reading started, oh buddy, I was getting an image of fairies. Like something about fairies. Maybe some of you connect to fairies, or you have little fairy figurines, or you're seeing some lately. There's something about fairy magic going on here. Okay, wow. You know, you have a very powerful reading so far. It's like you're showing up as the starfish, the first energy that came out. So, you know, starfishes, one of their limbs can be cut off and they can regenerate. They can regrow a limb here. So there's something here that you're recovering from. And now this is a full starfish. The starfish is not missing any of the limbs, right? So this is like telling us that, this is telling me that there are things that were a loss for you that you have now recovered from. Even if this one is taken off, we can't tell. It wouldn't be by very much, right? But the way that the lines are going, it's looking like it's completed. So that's very, very close to being completed, if not completed already. And maybe you cannot see how you are very, very close to completing something. That can be, you know, what happened when your starfish limb got cut off, right? Was it a relationship trauma? Was this something with friends that you needed to cut out? Was this a career endeavor that you attempted to go for and it didn't go anywhere? You know, so it's like, could be any one of those things, could be all of those things. For a lot of you, I feel like you're ready to reveal something. It's like now is kind of your time here. Okay, you have the Buffalo card as well, which is like the Tower card in the tarot because of the lightning in the background. And that, you know, the buffalo was very, very symbolic of spirit to Native Americans. I don't know particularly what tribe or anything like that. This is just something that I've, you know, looked up the spirit of the buffalo and what that represents, and it says that there. So, you know, it's just like telling me there's something here about, for some of you, maybe you are part Native American, or the person that you're going to be attracting into your life is going to be part Native American, or all the way some Native American person. So, but it's definitely like, okay, there is something sudden here that spirit is fixing for you. And it's because you did the emotional work. You had the tiger here. Okay, and the tiger has the crescent moon crown, just like the high priestess does. So this is like letting you know that these difficult times, you have gained your balance, you have gained your emotional clarity, and from that you're creating here. You have the spider card here. So there's something that you've been crafting or creating for quite some time that you're ready to reveal here. And now you're kind of like standing proud, standing strong. You know, tigers, they hide in the shadows, and they, you know, they hide and they come out when they're about to attack. That's it, you know. or they're climbing up trees and hiding. They're very elusive, they're spending time, more solitary time. They're not pack animals, they're on their own, so there's inner workings that need to be done. This tigers represent emotional, inner emotions and sensitivity, learning how to balance your sensitivity with the black and the white or the black and the orange. It's like balancing your sensitivity to exposure to different things, and then going and needing to hide away after things happen to resettle within yourself, and then you go back out, right? That's what the tiger is talking about. And it's like you have done all of those things. You have combined your healing, you have combined spirits interaction, you have combined your sensitivity to this world and how to handle that going forward, right? So you don't get to a place of the limb coming off. And then how to create, how to craft something, how to build something from your heart. And the spider is not just making this, it's like making a home, but it's beautiful in a way, and it's her own creation. Before eclipses, spiders remove their web. And then after the eclipse, they build a new web. So we have this solar eclipse coming up in Libra. Where is this in Virgo? It's in Libra. I don't know exactly when it is, honestly, but I believe it's in Libra. And there's something here about combining all of this stuff, being complete within, and now you're able to come forward here. Now you're ready to kind of share things. Now you're ready to rule here in a way with that Lion card. So I want to see what is the energy of the person that you're dealing with here. Whatever spirit is bringing into your life here with this buffalo card, what is that about? Is this, whether it be a person or an opportunity, okay. You have the hummingbird, the owl, wow, earthworm, and the firefly, with the raccoon at the bottom of the deck. Okay, there's a turtle here as well. Okay. Hummingbirds mean new beginnings. That's what hummingbirds represent. They represent a new beginning and having this hope for life, something that gets your heart beating again, something magical, a magical moment, something that you're just so present in the moment for. There's no way, I don't care who you are, I don't care how many times you've seen a hummingbird, I don't care if you're one of those people that feeds them from your hand, right? The hummingbird is something so magical. So there's a magical moment that is coming for you here. And this is something, the hummingbird, their heart is beating so quickly. So this is something that is going to get your heart pumping, something for you to be excited about, something for you to move quickly on, okay? So this kind of an opportunity is something that you've been wanting for a long, long time. And this is something that spirit wants for you as well. Owls are representative of spirit as well. That spirit is watching over you. They come out at night when we are going to sleep. So there's something here about somebody wise. There may be a wise person that comes into your life here. For a lot of you, it feels like an older woman that comes into your life, and they are a very wise person. They're going to help you through this time. For some of you, you may have a person in spirit that is watching over you during this time, that's going to give you a sign through a hummingbird or an owl or birds. You probably have a particular sign already from this person. And this person, if there's something that you prayed to and you asked a particular person that you love that passed away to help you with something, the answer is yes. These cards together mean yes, this is coming forward towards you. You have the earthworm here. You know, the earthworm, they have to come out of the earth. Somebody coming in could be an earth sign, and it could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus here. And they're a person that, you know, we even forget the earthworm exists unless it rains, and then they get flooded in their little hole, tunnel in the earth. I was seeing a tunnel. Okay. I was seeing a tunnel in the meditation before with the fairies. Okay. So the earthworm comes out of the hole while it's raining. And then they need to get back to the dirt and back in before the sun gets too hot. Otherwise they dry out. You know, there's something here where a love took a while to come in because a particular person is very sensitive. Just like the earthworm has, you know, they can come out when it's raining, but they need to go back, you know, when the sun reemerges, so they're not drying out, right? And so they're not prey by these birds. There's something here about the sensitivity that you had to learn for something that you're going to be doing when it has to do with spirit. But it's like, if this person doesn't do you right, they're showing up as the worm here. And look at your spiritual protection. You know, the owl can eat a worm like no problem. So it's kind of like spirit is protecting you at this time. You have the firefly and then the turtle. Okay, the firefly. So when you see a firefly, this is a very, very magical thing. I feel like you were a very magical person and you had to hide away your magic, learn how to protect it. And this other person, you know, they had to learn what is magical about them because they thought they're just a worm, you know, and it's like, no, you're a firefly. And if you ever see fireflies out, just like hummingbirds, it's such a miraculous occurrence, isn't it? Like you see a firefly like, whoa, this is cool. You know, this planet is cool. You see a hummingbird like, wow, what a magical day. You're going to remember that for the rest of your life, you know. And also, like, remember, you know, when you were younger and you would run and try to catch fireflies and try to catch them. Maybe some of you did that when you were younger. And this is little light in the darkness. But how great is that darkness, because it lets us be a little light. And that's really magical, you know. So this person, I feel like they are going to have this great childlike energy about them. And they are just discovering something with self-confidence, making them really great. Something that makes them great. You know, they had to go through some sort of a dark period here, and they had to recover from something that was very, very difficult. And then they had to build themselves back up again and learn how to protect themselves. That's why they're showing up as the turtle. The turtle knows how to protect themselves. They're self-sufficient. They carry their home on their back. They can go anywhere, you know, from this point. They can go on the land, they can go on the sea, or they can go on the land, they can go on a pond or a lake, or, you know, the turtle is very versatile. So this person is learning from their mistakes, and they've become very versatile. They have learned how to survive, because the raccoon knows how to survive. You know, people have taken over, and so raccoons, instead of allowing themselves to be depleted by human population, right, and overcrowding, how can I work with the humans here? You know, they leave out their garbage, I'm gonna come eat it. Thanks a lot, yummy pasta. Thanks for not eating those leftovers. Whoa. That's the raccoon. You know, they're resourceful. They're gonna find a way no matter what. So that's what this person is now. They built themselves up to be this point. And so this is a very interesting matchup here. And this person being very protective, they learned how to protect themselves, and now they're going to learn how, they want to protect somebody else. So I feel like that's what this person is coming in. They're going to have very protective energy over you. And there's definitely some sort of a spark here with this person. Wow. Definitely feels more like an earth sign. But you did have quite a bit of air elements. So that would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but doesn't have to be. Okay. Let's see more about this person. They have a routine set in place. This is how they do things every single day. And they found this routine that worked for them. And they can adapt. Don't get me wrong. And they will adapt. But they like to figure out what's the best routine. And they like to go forward from that. Okay. You have venom and you have dead end here. You can have a person who's trying to come back in. A person who tried to come back in too early and it didn't work. It was a dead end by this person. You have the Mountain card as well with the Castle. So it's like it's going to a place. This person, Venom, they've been through some sort of difficulty. You may have a person who they had to make huge transformations in their life. There's something that they were maybe had an addiction to, or like something like venom poisons your body. So there's something they were doing that was like poisoning their body in a way that was not good for them, and they hit rock bottom. They realized I can't go forward this way anymore. They had to completely reinvent who they are. They had to completely change it. And you have this mountain. Oh, and you have this card here. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I think the G is silent, so Gnosis. But it's just like, if you look at this card, the mountain card is very Virgo energy, just like the Hermit, having to go within here, within that mountain. Look, there's not even a way to get to that hole, that cave inside the mountain, because that's within that person, deep within themselves, taking some time out in the middle of climbing this mountain, at the center top here, they went within. So I feel like this person was very close to something with this Venom card, and then the dead end. They were very close to doing something that was really, really not right for them. And they stopped themselves and they pulled themselves within to heal themselves. That's like the tunnels flooding and the earth worm going out onto the surface, right? That needed to happen. Because where they were going, where they were headed, it wasn't good. This could have been a person who had some sort of a accident even, or some kind of that kind of a misfortune. You know what I mean? Or like they were going to do something for a long, long time and then they couldn't do it anymore. So they had to get a different dream, but they were doing whatever they were doing. They were doing it in an unhealthy, you know what they're giving me vibes of? Hold on a minute. Me before you. Me before you. It doesn't have to be this exact story, but you'll get what I'm saying with this. Me before you, he's one guy, he's one way, you know, he's like, ladies man, doesn't care about anything, doesn't care about anybody. He's all about financial success and that kind of thing. No heart, no substance to his life. And then he gets in an accident and he's in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed from the neck down, I believe. And then, of course, there's an aide that comes to care for him and they fall in love and blah, 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 blah. And now his life has so much more substance. He's a completely different person, physically, mentally, spiritually, than he was before. There was some kind of a venom and something that stopped him. Could be him or her, okay, whatever fits. And force this person to go within. This person was forced to go within. And in doing so, like, look at how this bird is flying around this sphere here like it's the whole earth. And it's almost like, you know, as the bird does, there's this light, rainbow light, that is putting down this blackness around this, you know, planet here. So this is like an all-encompassing point of view. And when, you know, when you travel around the world, when you zoom out and you take things from a higher perspective, right? When you step back and you're just kind of floating along, flying or flowing with life, right? You get a different perspective. You get this all-inclusive perspective. So this darkness goes away. It's kind of like, you know, before people went out on boats and they went on the water, they didn't know what was out there. They're like, are we going to fall off the edge of the earth? Are there going to be other people? Are there going to be crazy monsters? You know, they had no clue what they were getting into. But once you go around the earth and you see everything here, now you know. And so there's a lot of clarity in that. There's a lot of peace in that. There's a lot of light in that, and just like color and vibrant vitality, you know, blah, blah, blah. So this person, they had to change in a different way in some capacity. That's going to be different for a different one. They had to be vulnerable here. I feel like you had to be vulnerable too. Could be reflecting things in your own life as well. Okay. And now they're getting to the point where they're ready to be at this castle. And the castle is just like where you have luxury, right? Because it's like, you know, really, we could live in a hole in the mountain. We could, you know, we could live in a little cottage in the village. But to have a castle, you know, that's really an establishment here. That's really something. That's really something that where you not just have everything that you need, where you're not just getting by, where you're not just surviving, where you didn't just overcome something negative and now what? No, now you're thriving, right? And you can see the beauty in life again. So it has all these pearls around it and a pink rose. And look at the pink rose. Every time I do this deck, it has different roses in it, different color roses. And it's like always pull the card that happens to match the rose I have at the time. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pink, all right? It's a very light pink, but it's pink. So, you know, and a pink rose is just pure beauty, right? That's what it represents. Romance, pure beauty, pearls, just a beautiful luxury and a really sweet gesture. Because someone found a pearl and now they want to collect all of these pearls. Oh, I have a pearl right here. And make a necklace out of it and give it to someone, or just give someone just a pearl. Like, what a sweet romantic gesture. So this person, they want to be very, very, very romantic. Very romantic towards you. this person see you? Wow. Okay. You have the sword. And you know, what's so interesting is the lightning bolt. This lightning has been throughout the entire reading. The firefly, the buffalo had the lightning behind them. It just has tower energy. I know when I pull tarot, it's towers coming out because it's sudden. So I feel like this person, suddenly when they see you, it strikes them. You know, they feel something within. This isn't something where it's like, I never even thought about this person. And then one day I realized I have feelings for them. No, it's not like that. This is something right away. You know, and you have the sun and you have the moon here. So this is, you know, they see how you are different from them and they appreciate that difference about you. You know, there's differences between the two of you, and there's a spirit bringing the two of you together. Together you're representing, you know, the sun and the moon. So this could be a Cancer person, doesn't have to be. You also, the sword again, air sign. That would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. With this mountain card, Hermit, Capricorn, Taurus. Doesn't have to be though. But there's something here to be said about this sword, like the Ace of Swords. They see that you are truth, that you are honest, and that you stand up for what it is that you believe in. You're willing to do that. And the sword being black, it really feels like you have stood up for yourself in the past. You spoke your truth in the past. You know, put yourself out there, and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, right? And so there's a hurt there. So there's something about the two of you coming together and a vulnerability and being willing to show that you're a vulnerability. You speaking on your vulnerability and them, that is how the two of you connect. It's like you couldn't be more different, right? This one is a white dot. This one is a yellow dot. This one, you know, has all these colors going on here with this crescent moon. This one is all blackened. You know, you can't see the moon on this one. So it's like you and this person, an X marks the spot. It's destiny. Something could to do with pirates. Maybe you were watching Pirates of the Caribbean, or they quoted a pirate movie or something like that. Or maybe somebody's thinking about talking about doing something with being a pirate for Halloween or something. I don't know. But you will connect through spirituality and, you know, because the spirit is the other one here. Is the lightning bolt. So spirit is going to bring you two together. That's what it is. Spirit is going to bring you two together, and then something about the vulnerability, standing up, something that makes you vulnerable or them vulnerable. Okay. So then you have the starborn here. So they see what's special about you. They see, you know, this egg is cracking here. It hasn't emerged yet. So it's like, you know, very otherworldly things going on here, right? I don't know if you can really see it. But these little dots are like, it looks like little orbs of light. It looks like it could be, you know, the thing and you blow it and it blows like a dandelion and you make a wish. It looks like it could be little fairies or something. It's just like, where are we in space? Is this a baby dragon egg? Is this, you know, all this kind of stuff? But there's something that you're getting ready to be birthed. You know, something is cracking out of here. And you have the 3 here. That's the Empress card, right? So it's like something is getting ready to be born here within you. And they see that. They see this like vitality that you have. They see what's like special about you even before you show it, you know, they can feel it. And also, there's something here that you're doing, that you're about to do, and they see how you do things that other people just can't do. You know what I mean? Like there's this magical light around you. They see that. They know that. They see you as the Empress. Male or female, doesn't matter. They see you as a person who is well-rounded, who, you know, is established, who is kind, who is nurturing, who is what makes you you, who has this unique ability to be in this world as influential, as an innovator, as beauty, as somebody they want to be in their castle. Okay, now we got nectar here. So again, they feel very drawn to you. There is this drawnness between the two of you, and that's something that's very magical. This person also, I feel like they want to have children with you, for sure. They see how you give life to everything, to every situation, to other people. You know, there's just a way that you are with people where you give life to something like nectar, gives life and sustains, you know, the hummingbird. So it's something that they're seeking. Isn't that so interesting? The first card I pulled for them was the hummingbird, and you are the nectar. It's like you give them a purpose and they give you a purpose. That's very the sword card. Very, very much so. Wow. Wow. It's like, what do they want in their castle? You know, you're showing up here as this nectar and this flower and this rose. That's you. They want you in their castle. They want you here with them. You complete them in a way and they complete you in a way. It's a very even exchange back and forth here. You have apocalypse here also. But I feel like, what do you need in an apocalypse to survive? You know, you're that person that they want to face this apocalypse with. You know, you're that person when it comes down to there's a zombie apocalypse. There is a person. I don't care where they are. I don't care how dangerous it is, how terrifying these zombies are. You are going to do everything you can to go to that person, to find them. You're going to dedicate your whole life to finding that person. And that's how this person feels about you. Like it's you again and them against the world. Like all this world could be falling apart, but they are showing me this song. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? This could be a person around the time when you watched The Walking Dead. If you watch The Walking Dead, maybe that means something to you, but that's coming back around here for some of you. But that's just some of you. It doesn't have to be. So that resonates, that doesn't resonate. That's what it is. This feels very intense. Apocalypse is also something you're going to plan for, right? If it looks like the world's going down, we're going to make some plans, you know? So this person wants to make plans with you. You have the riddle here. They see you as mysterious. You know, I feel like this is something that is going to keep going with the two of you. It's not going to be something that's going to get boring. It's very back and forth the way things are going to go. And you have arrows here, which is like they're really wanting to create a place to be with you. And even once you create a home, it's never going to, once you get established with this person, this is not going anywhere. It's not. It's just going to be something that's going to keep building and growing and building and growing. It talks about the ego. So there's just things that you say, I feel like, that you challenge their ego in a way that they don't know how to make of this. There's things that you say, there's things that you have a unique perspective on things that other people don't. And it's like they're changing the structure of who they are and what they think and what they want to say and what is important to them. Because that card was like the mouth and the diamond in the mouth. You know, I feel like this person, they thought of things one way, and then you show up and you say all these other things, and their friends are like, look at you. This person got you to care about this, got you to care about that, got you to, you know, like you're wearing this shirt. It's like, you're wearing that? Like you would do that? It's like, wow. But it's not in a way of like, oh, this person came in and changed you. It's a like, wow, we can tell that they are really, really in love. They are really mesmerized. They are really head over heels because they are willing to be open-minded and change what they thought because of you, but it's not in a forced way. It's like someone's willing to wear something, or someone might be willing to wear something or go to something that, you know, it's like two opposites here. And then it's kind of like, you know, can't believe this. It's like how two opposing forces are one, and how they're like, oh gosh, some kind of a riddle with that. It's like Robin Hood or something. Says a riddle or something. And then it's like with Robin Hood, like, you know, he steals from the rich, he gives to the poor, and then Maid Marian, and it's like, well, you know, once he gets to know her, she's not that bad. So it's like, oh, okay, all rich people are not bad. And then maybe I'm not going to steal from the rich and give to the poor anymore because you're a princess, so we're just going to like make this whole community better in our castle. And so we don't need to steal anymore. We're just going to like change the way we do taxes or some shit because we're in control of everything. We're in the castle. There's something like that like somebody used to be against something, but now they're okay. Or like, it doesn't even have to be that serious. It could just be like a team difference. Like, oh, you like this team, they like that team. And then like they end up wearing the jersey of the team that they hate and all their friends can't believe it. But it's like, there's something to this. You'll know about this. Hope it makes sense. It's not in a forced way, it's in a loving way. And look, you have the Hermit again. Look, could really be a Virgo, guys. Or this is like as we're closing out Virgo season, these last few days here, something is really changing here. You have this 10 of Pentacles. So something really great is coming in. Yeah. And it's something you've been daydreaming about with the 7 of Cups. Daydreaming and hoping for and putting down this burden here with the 10 of Wands, because there's kind of a point where you're like, okay, I've been daydreaming about this coming in and it's not here yet. So I don't want to stay in this daydream phase anymore, and I don't want to keep thinking about this anymore because that doesn't feel good. So you're like pulling away from doing that and, you know, doing your own little going within thing, focusing on creating something that's going to bring you a lot of abundance here. Okay. And while you're doing that, because it's like, you know, the more you just try to think about it and see it not being here, the more you're more likely to choose one of these cups that has like the monster in it, right? And start thinking about fear and doubt and start to push away what it is that you're trying to draw to in the first place. So it's like you have a new strategy about that. Or also it feels like it's just time, divine timing. So it's like, don't look at the amount of time that it's taken for something to come in and be like, I should have been on this already. Like, how come this isn't happening? Try to avoid thinking too much, because certain things are meant to come at certain times, and that's just it. That's just, and these cards looks like an eclipse, doesn't it? Like the eclipse is about to happen. Just saying. And what is going to happen? I don't know. I guess just this Knight of Pentacles coming in to give you this offer here with the Two of Cups. Oh, just that. Just offer of love. Could be multiple because we have two knights now. Two knights of love. You know, wanting to offer something that can grow here for sure. You know, okay. And you have, okay, now you have three knights. So, you know, I feel like you're going to have a decision to make here. You have this Ace of Wands here, but you also have the Knight of Wands and the Strength card here. The Strength card showing up with this is like there is a knight that's going to come in. There's a person that's going to come in that, you know, you're just using your discernment about and using your willpower against this person. Not against this person, but just like, you know, you're not going to let them come in and do all these things that they did before in the past. It's like moving on to something else here. So, and you focusing your energy instead on some sort of an opportunity that you're creating for yourself. You have the gift of the universe here, and the Knight of Cups is coming again. So someone I feel like is trying again. It's a gift from the universe. And what is a gift from the universe? You have the Seven of Wands and you have the Three of Swords. So you need to decide, is this person for you? Are they not for you? If they're not for you, how you turn them down matters. Because that is where you are leaving your love stick, right? And if you, whatever this person does, has done whatever, them trying to come back in, okay? Whether they deserve to be cussed out or not, or put in their place or not, right? I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, but you can let this, you want to leave it in a place where you would want to pick it up again, right? So you want the energy to be more like, you know, I have healed myself and I have moved on and I wish you the best. That's that. Closing it out in a respectful manner, because you want the next thing to come out to be in that sort of a tone. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be in a, when you react to other people attacking you and then that ends there, the next person that's coming in, eventually they're going to attack you. You know what I mean? You're keeping that vibration alive. So you don't want to keep that vibration alive anymore. So the universe is just saying, remember that. But there is a gift from the universe here. There's a gift here that you have attracted. And it's like you earned it because of the way you handled your own heartache. So there's something here about that. The way you handled your own emotions and you chose to take them within and create from it. You didn't choose to say, I'm not going to go around here and tell everybody how I was betrayed. I'm not going to overthink how I was betrayed. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I am not going to try to get revenge from this person, right? I am just going to say, no thank you, and I'm going forward, right? And then this is how you have the Lovers coming in now. And look, you're shifting your focus because that's the Eight of Pentacles. So you're shifting your focus to your own alignment and your own journey. And this is how you have healed. And this is how you are now finding yourself at divine timing. With this Wheel of Fortune here. And that means your ships are coming in. So that means now it is a time for a lot of things to lock into place for you. And a lot of things to start to happen for you. And a lot of different relationships in your life are going to change. And these relationships changing, it's like also going to have a change in your finances and something that you're creating and something that you are crafting. And now is going to be the time for all of these things to come in for you. So you're changing the way that you are interacting with this world. You're changing your own state of being. So you're changing what is coming to you. And that is impactful in all areas. And the Sun card is telling me that, yes, this is impacting all areas of your life getting better. 4444 on the clock. Look up angel number 4444. Something magical is happening here for you, and you deserve it. You deserve it. So, thank you, Leo. This is what I have for you, and I hope I see you next time.